All right, Trey, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's throw up the subscriber goals. We have our winner from the 9K subs, Big Lynn 734. You did win. We're going to put a $500 cap on that sports memorabilia giveaway. So reach out to us at Bears Profit Plays or bearsprofitplays@gmail.com. We have a $500 cap on that. Big Lynn 734 was the winner of the 9K subs. Trey, let's put that down because we have the 10K subs coming up. We're giving up $1,000. We're giving away $1,000 to the Bear Pack community. 10K subs, we only need like 700 more. So we're going to have that 10K sub giveaway soon. And then the 12K sub giveaway, we're going to send some people to the games. But let's take a look at the people who are going to be guest picking with us over the next several weeks. We had our live spin drawing. These are the people who did win. So if you see your name, please reach out to us, bearsprofitplays@gmail.com or at bearsprofit on Twitter. If you see your name, you will be coming on the show to give out your picks. Again, when you come on the show, you have a potential to win $500, $300, or $200. Dennis was the guest picker last week. We're going to put his record up there so everybody can see it and see what they have to get for the upcoming weeks. But if you see your name, reach out to us. Trey, enough talking. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NFL picks and props for Sunday, November 26th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, we good old-fashioned swept it on Black Friday. We went out and got some good deals and came back with a profitable night because I gave out the Miami Dolphins -9.5 against the Jets. And the Dolphins, they whooped the Jets' butt in this game. They won this game by a score of 34-13. So winning it by 21 and covering it by double digits, it was a pretty no-sweat bet.
Yep, me and Dennis also gave out the Dolphins -9.5. They destroyed them. And I think the stat at the halftime was Tim Boyle had allowed 7 points to the Miami defense, and the Jets had scored 6 total points. So really bad day for the Jets. Sorry if you're a Jets fan. But let's move on to the plays for today or tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking this Baltimore Ravens at Los Angeles Chargers game Sunday Night Football. And I'm really excited for this game. I think it's going to be a pretty entertaining primetime game. And I do think that's going to involve a lot of fireworks here. So give me the over. I'm going to take the over 48.5 total points in this game. And I'm also going to buy a half point and take the Chargers plus 3.5 here. I think we're going to see a Chargers win 31-27. So the over is going to cash for us pretty easily. And the Chargers plus the points will be pretty nice as well. And the Chargers, they're coming into this game losers of the last 2 games. They lost to the Lions and the Packers, and losing those games by an average score of 32-29. So they have been playing some pretty competitive football here lately, and I do think that's going to continue in this game. And the reason why I love the Chargers here is because the Ravens' injuries. It seems like the whole Baltimore roster is on the injury report right now, and with a lot of key members already being ruled out for this game, the ones that catch my eye are Mark Andrews and David Ojabo. And I think the Chargers are going to be able to move the ball in this game. And I'm not sure the Ravens are going to be able to match them here point for point. And whenever we factor in that it's a pretty long flight here from Baltimore to Los Angeles, it just makes me love this bet even more. So give me the home team here. I'm going to take the Chargers plus 3.5. And I'm also going to take the over 48.5 total points in this game.
Yeah, Trey, I like those plays there for you. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at a huge divisional game. It's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Houston Texans. I'm going to take the Texans on the money line because over the last 5 years, the Houston Texans have owned this Jaguars team. Both these teams haven't been great over the last 5 years, but the Houston Texans have won 10 of the last 11 meetings between the two teams. I think this season is going to be no different because the Houston Texans, I believe, have the better squad. C.J. Stroud was absolutely the correct choice for this franchise, for their future quarterback. He's having an MVP-like season as a rookie, but we did see that rookie form come into effect over the last 2 games. He's been throwing a little bit more interceptions over the last 2 games, but they're still winning these football games. I like C.J. Stroud and the Texans in this spot to beat the Jaguars because even whenever he did throw those interceptions, all he said in the press conferences was that he was going to continue to be confident and continue to throw the ball. I love hearing that, especially from a young guy. It's not going to be an easy game here for the Texans, but I think they are a playoff team. These are the types of games you have to win to prove to everybody you are a playoff team. They got to beat a good team. The Jaguars, they've been a little bit sloppy against decent teams. I'm going to take the Texans here on the money line as my play. Dennis, what do you like?
I like the Buffalo Bills and Philadelphia Eagles game. I like the Eagles to beat the Bills, cover the spread. The Bills have 2 wins in their last 5 games, but it's against Tampa Bay and the lowly Jets. And I even heard somebody or read an article that said the Bills are back after that Jets win. No way. I'm not convinced. And Philadelphia has been red hot, winning 4 games in a row, and 3 of those 4 wins are against Miami, Dallas, and Kansas City. Those are hard teams to beat. Philadelphia, I just think they punched the lights out of Buffalo.
Yeah, I like how you said Dallas was a tough team to beat there. I'll agree with you for right now, but I would really love to see the Eagles lose. But let's move on to the player props, Trey. How do you start us off?
Yeah, I love anytime anyone can give the Cowboys some compliments to, puff up Bear a little bit because we all already know what's ultimately going to happen come
No.
January with them. But player props on Friday night, I gave out Thomas Morstead over 5 punts versus the Dolphins. This was honestly such an easy bet. I was texting Bear and said this might have been the easiest bet of my life because Morstead, he did only finish with 6 punts, but he did have 317 punt yards. He might have been the best punter and maybe the best player on that Jets roster on Friday night. So that was a pretty easy bet.
He was definitely the best player on the roster on that night because I had Breece Hall over 81.5 rushing plus receiving yards. He did have 7 catches, but it only went for like 19 yards. So I feel very, very bad if you're a Jets fan. I'm sorry. You guys don't deserve this. You guys had all the hope in the world coming into the season. You don't deserve this kind of play. But I did take a loss. Let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Trey, how do you start us off?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the rush plus receiving here, and I'm going to take Jaylen Warren to go over 71.5 rush plus receiving yards going up against the Bengals. I really love this over for Warren in this game. He's been on fire over his last 3 games. As you guys can see, he's averaging a massive 106 rushing yards and 17 receiving yards per game, which comes out to 123 rush plus receiving yards, which is way over this number. And there are a few reasons why I think that's going to continue here in this game. The first one is this is the first game for the Steelers with their new offensive coordinator, and all Steelers fans have been saying all season long, give Jaylen Warren the ball. So I think he's going to listen to him, and that's going to be the first line of business is giving Jaylen Warren the ball a ton. And the second reason is because this is a great matchup for him here against the Bengals. And Cincinnati, they're going to continue to be without Joe Burrow for the rest of the season. And that means I think this game's going to be pretty low scoring. So Warren, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to rack up some stats in this game. And the Bengals, they come this game having the 3rd worst rush defense in the entire NFL. That's because they allow a massive 138 rushing yards per game. And with Warren in line to get a ton of work here, I think he should honestly easily smash this over. So give me Jaylen Warren. I'm going to be taking him to go over 71.5 rush plus receiving yards versus the Bengals.
Yeah, Trey, give that man the ball. Watch him go. For my player prop today, I'm going to take C.J. Stroud going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to take him to go over 275.5 passing yards. I've been talking about C.J. Stroud for a couple weeks now because Dak Prescott's been playing so well that I thought Dak had been the best quarterback by the numbers, but C.J. Stroud's been the best quarterback by the numbers over the last 3 games. He's thrown for over 335 yards in 3 consecutive games, having a total of 1,162 passing yards over those 3 games. To put that into perspective, I'm sorry, Dennis, the Pittsburgh Steelers have 1,800 passing yards on the entire year, so he's been dominating over the last 3 games. And this game is going up against one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL, as the Jaguars have allowed over 2,500 passing yards on the year. They rank 26th in the NFL in passing yards allowed per game. C.J. Stroud should have receivers open all game long. I like C.J. Stroud to have another dominating performance against this defense. I'm going to take C.J. Stroud over 275.5 passing yards as my play. Dennis, what do you like?
I'm going back into my game that I picked from with the Eagles, and I'm going with their star receiver, A.J. Brown, over his yardage. When it's 82.5, yeah, I think he easily covers. He did not cover that the last 2 games, but superstar players bounce back, and they bounce back big. And this is a great game for him to do it, to step up against the Buffalo Bills, who, some people still are hanging on to that thread of hope that they've got a great team. He's going to look good. He's going to get his yards and have a big day, is my prediction tomorrow.
Yeah, plus A.J. Brown's kind of a diva, as we all know, because he's on the Eagles. So I'm sure he's in Jalen Hurts here saying, hey, throw me the ball. So I do love the play there. I think he's going to go way over that number. Trey, let's take a look at the graphic. I'll have you start us off.
Yeah, I went with the over 48.5 total points in the Ravens versus Chargers game, and I also ended up going with the Chargers here plus 3.5 in that game. I feel like the Chargers have a very good shot to win this game straight up, so I'm just going to take the points and run to the hill. And I'm also going with Jaylen Warren to go over 71.5 rush plus receiving yards versus the Bengals. I feel like he could easily go over this just with his rushing yards, but just in case the Bengals somehow get up early on the Steelers and they have to pass a ton, I wanted to throw out his receiving yards over as well.
Yeah, but I'm going with the Texans on the money line against the Jags. Show me, don't tell me, Texans. I want to believe so bad that you're good. I want to believe it. Show me here. And I'm going to take C.J. Stroud over 275.5 passing yards. He has showed me. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he flies over this number. But, guys, that's going to do it for NFL Plays and Props for Sunday, November 26th, slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,